Good morning, good morning. Yo, 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 Lin Yuen, as the cool kids say. Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube, and all that. Hope we're well on this fine Saturday morning. A little Saturday morning farm. Hope you're good, buddy. We'll get going in just a sec. I'm busy spamming my link everywhere, you know, as one does. See if we can trick someone into turning up. Still full of cold. Still absolutely full of it. It's awful. I can't believe it's not gone away or gotten any better. I've not been able to get my camera working today. The software just does not want to launch. So we're going to go faceless today. So you're just sort of talking to me for a bit. My in-game me. I like spam. Spam, 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 spam. There was a video on my home screen on YouTube the other day on a spam factory. I didn't watch it, but just the thumbnail looked gross. How it was just pouring out as a liquid into the can. I was just like, oh, that looks disgusting. I am not watching that. Cut up in the scalloped potatoes. I just nah. I don't really like potatoes. I am weird. I'm not a fan of the potato. The only potato I like is what you guys would call a chip and what I would call a crisp. Batman loves a crisp or a chip, but yeah, not a fan of potatoes. Boiled, baked, mashed. No, not for me. I'm weird. So yeah. Anyway, no camera. So we got a bit of a cleaner screen for you today. And we're going to go off. I think we're going to try and do some contracts and stuff today. I'll just bring the time. I put the there you go. We'll put that back on. Not that cleaner screen. We still sometimes need the help. Need the help sometimes. Hi, buddy. Just need to sort the kids first. Then I'll be, mate. You do as you do. Appreciate you coming by saying hello. Hope the children are well. Yes, our cream and onion crisps. Yes, now we're talking. Now that's my sort of potato. Right, so some of you may have watched it. Most of you probably wouldn't have done. But I did a little video, sort of in between the streams because we didn't stream like all week, just because internet issues and I was feeling rough, still feeling rough. But we've got to get on, got to put our big boy pants on and do some stuff. This is the best this map has looked for me. This was going to be the thumbnail, but because I took a screenshot, but apparently I've deleted it, so I took a screenshot of my man's face instead. But yeah, that's the best this map has looked so far. But anyway, yeah, I went out, did a few contracts. It's now October 2. I probably should have progressed on a little bit more, but you know, I like to drag these things out. I'm a slow burner for the content. So we'll have a look what's about contract wise, because we don't need to do anything. We're waiting to plant, so we might even just sort of do a bit of skipping through today. Contracts, can't remember where they are. So we've got baling, which sometimes seems a little bit weird, so we're sort of staying away from that at the minute. Now we've not done any of this dead wood stuff, which is pretty much logging. We could go and have a look at that. And we just buy a chainsaw. We won't borrow any equipment. Fertilizing. There is harvesting. There was a load of cotton before. Oh, what we got here? That's going to require a worker. That's quite big. So I just have a worker doing that, and then I just be pulling cart, which isn't a bad thing. I do have a modded version of this with a capacity, so you know, there's always an option to lease that, but that would be expensive. What have we got on this one? Red beet. That's not a bad one. Ooh, green beans. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's go and harvest some green beans because I've not touched green beans. Let's go do that. So we'll borrow items. So we're going to lose 600 quid, but that's fine. Up to 37. That's not far from the store anyway. So yeah, we'll go and do that for Ben. Yeah, that's today's plan. Right, we're going to do that. Borrow the items. That trailer was bigger than mine, so... Nice. Should we just jump to the store? I normally like to walk and drive about, but we'll jump. There we go. Right. I was going to say, where's the tractor? It's in the middle. I was a bit worried then, but we were missing the tractor. It's like, God damn it. We'll take the tractor and the trailer up first. What's the wheel like today? Not feeling too bad, actually. Can you remember where I put the ignition? From my little tutorial videos, I've been obviously leaving on auto, so I forgot where the ignition was. This might be a silly question, but are we golfing today, Lynn? Are we getting out and doing it? Doing it, right? So let's see if we can find this field of green beans. Oh, Big Ben's big field. Big Ben's big beans. Watch out, madman about. I think that's it. I think that's the one. Not far at all, was it? Yeah, it's 0 degrees outside right now. It's been cold here too. It's been so cold here. But that is, that's commitment, that is, man. It's commitment to the game. 0 degrees and you're gearing up for a round of golf. Let's jump back to the store. Perhaps if we can get a nice shot of the bean, if I remember, we can get a nice shot of the bean harvester. That'll become the thumbnail rather than my farmer's face. Oh dear. Yeah, for anyone who's joining in late, we do normally have a camera. This is not working today. The software was just, it was taking forever to load. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, I used the NVIDIA broadcaster to allow me to change the background or delete the background and stuff like that. And since I've updated the NVIDIA drivers about 2 weeks ago, and again I've done it since then as well, but yeah, since updating the drivers, the actual NVIDIA broadcaster has been a little bit temperamental, so whether that needs to catch up with it, I don't know. Actually, it's a commitment to my friendship with those guys. It is a commitment to your friendship with those guys. It certainly is. It certainly is that. So what's the best approach on this field? What are we thinking? If I go... I can't remember which way this empties out now. If I unfold it first. So I haven't used this machine at all. So if I hit... Oh, I can't do that there because it won't allow me... I'm assuming we're going to pipe out that way. Okay. So, in all fairness, I really want to start... Oh, sorry, sir. I want to start there where I was, don't I? That's where I want to be. That's what we'll do with a big oxbow. It's cool. We'll go inside. We'll go inside. We'll start ourselves a little route out. Oh, show. I'm sure it would like it if we just did the strips, but we'll try and make sure that the up and down runs along with the crop. So if we hold H, and it doesn't look like it will. Right, shame we can't zoom that in a little bit. Is that going in line with graph? Five headlands? I guess this is a big machine, isn't it? Getting that turning on the edge, mate. I could probably, with me and my ability at driving, want 6. Okay. So there we go. We're on. Yeah, we'll try without the lines. I was going to put the lines. I'm going to try without the lines. Because I don't like it. Because that's me. We should be alright, I think, without. Now, since this is our first beans harvest, well, I haven't seen this actually in motion yet. So we get the leaves come off at the front. Does this forage just disappear? You get a little bit come out the side as well. And there's our green beans. That's pretty sick. Oh, we got a little bit that come out here as well. So what's getting left on the ground in this beautiful light? Oh, look at the flickering. Oh Christ, that looks awful. I'm sorry, that looked terrible. So we're just getting a little bit of that. A little bit of that down there. Heading into the fog. Good job got the GPS, I would definitely get lost. I was almost tempted to start streaming Flight Sim today. I'm really itching to do a series. Really am. I just don't want to have to restart it. And I was thinking, like Simi Dad had said, to record it and then put it out later. But there's a lot of grinding in it, and I'd rather do the grinding as a stream rather than other stuff or skipping it. And if I pre-record, I can't really put a stream out as well. We need to lift the header up for that thing. We'll see. I might just bite the bullet and start playing the career and just wishing for the best. I've removed all of the Oot Baileron series from the channel now. That has gone. Are we? We're not really on there, are we? Yeah, that's disappeared. There's going to be more FS25 content disappear. Just because I'm not happy with it at the minute, and it's not really going to garner views and stuff. It's not going to grow the channel. I barely get anyone turn up for new content. I'm not getting anyone turning up for old content. So I figure rather than having all this stuff that YouTube might try and put out there and, you know, put on people's home screens, let's get rid of the stuff that no one's ever going to click on, and let's just try and keep it fresh. I was checking through the Maypole series, and that is still getting a few little views. So I think someone might be working their way through the Maypole series, or a few people might be. So I'm going to leave that a little bit longer. And the thing is, I really love Maypole. I love the map. I love doing that series. That series grew my channel. But, you know, as we went over last week, my voice is terrible now, but the audio in that was so hit and miss all the time. It was terrible. And that doesn't help me if someone comes across my channel with that video or one of those videos or that series and they hear it sounding so bad, they don't come back. So I think I need to be a little bit picky with what's going to be here now. And this is in hoping that I'm going to get to keep running the channel past the new year. You know, if we don't and I have to start over, then we lose everything anyways. I'll delete the whole lot. I'll delete the whole channel. We're not on our line, are we? That's the trouble when running it without the GPS, or without the lines for the GPS. Perhaps I should just try and get on where I think I need to be, and then engage it. That's better. That's better. Bruce Salter, good morning. Good morning indeed. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. We are on a little green bean harvest. Doing a contract. It's not too bad up this end. That end of the field is thick as pea soup. Can't see down there. I think we can get rid of this now for a little bit. I think we're good with just pressing two buttons. We should be fine. I do apologise for sounding as I sound. I am just full of it. Absolutely full of it. It's starting to really piss me off, if I'm honest with you. Being so full of snot, crap, and not being able to talk and breathe properly. Must be like 10 days now. I like how it just flicks them up. That's pretty cool. Aerated peas, just all up there. At first I was thinking, the hopper isn't very big, is it? But, you know, it's green beans, they're going to take a lot of them to fill that, aren't we? And there's nearly 3,000 litres in there. And it's only 20%, so that's pretty good. Beep, beep, beep. So to give ourselves some turning, we are running 6 headlands. It recommended 5, so I always need more than recommended. I'll just grab that little tuft here. Hopefully we're not going to have any issues with how's the profit margin on green beans? It's chilly here in Kansas, USA at the moment. Lynn's in the US. It's cold where he is as well. I'm not sure, but the contract, because it's a contract on these green beans, we are getting paid 16 grand, nearly 17 grand. Yeah, 16 grand because we're minus 600 for the leasing of the equipment. So we're going to get 16 grand regardless. And I don't know what the excess is like on the harvest contracts. I've not really done any. This is actually no, yeah, I haven't done any. This is the first, I believe. So I feel like a woman. No, I feel like we were missing there, but we're not. We're alright. Just felt like we weren't far enough over. That seems fine. Fine. Yeah, Lynn's got 0 degrees Celsius, and he's gone golfing in a bit. Can you beat 0 in Kansas? He's told us 100 times, and I always forget. I think Lynn's down in Georgia, somewhere down there. He's down south. Right, let's see if we find our line. I think we have. Excellent. I'd like an interactive panel in here. I know you can probably get a dash sim and stuff like that. I don't even own a tablet to put a dash sim on. Never been a tablet person. Well, it's 32 Fahrenheit here in Georgia, but I put 0C. Well, that's because 0C is the proper temperature. You either work in Celsius or Kelvin. Anything else, it's just ludicrous. Nice contract total. Stone picking seems to do well for me. 28 degrees Fahrenheit here. Chance of snow in a couple of hours. Oh, bitter. We are currently, I don't know what the weather is here. I look outside and I just think I don't want to go out there. We're not on the line, are we? Come on, GPS, what happens? I haven't done any stone picking. I certainly haven't done any stone picking contracts yet. But I think with the added construction part, maybe stone picking might be worth it, just so you can do the cement stuff. If that makes sense. My phone needs to refresh. It's 10 degrees, it's warm here, look, it's 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know whether it is in your old money. Weather. I don't know why GPS lost its track there. Fortunately, there's no wind, which I'm sure Kansas is windy as hell. I mean, that's how Dorothy got blown away, isn't it, in the wind? Breeze in the parking lot, but it's before sunrise. Yeah, it's early for you guys. It's. Are we on one now? We'll leave it. Looks like we might be. I hope you're laughing at my shit joke, Lynn. As if not. Terrible that I'm the only one laughing at it. It's bad that I laugh at my own jokes, but I think I'm funny. I'm frequently told by the missus that I'm not, which means I am. That's sort of the telltale. Normally Kansas winds cuts through your soul. I live on the coast here in the UK, and just a slight breeze cuts through your soul here. It's horrid. Like our kids' primary school is right down on the seafront, and like where you go to pick them up and drop them off on your school run, where you stand and wait, is like a little wind tunnel because it's high-sided. You got the school and the fence and everything on one side, and a large wall and trees and a road on the other, and it is just bitterly cold down there, and they leave you standing there for ages knowing that. I'm sure they do. Waiting to pick your kids up. I knew that wasn't going to go where I wanted it. I don't know how long this field will take to harvest. I'm going to give up in 25. I'm not going to guess or estimate any sort of time period for harvest, because all throughout 22, whenever I thought it was going to be quick, it took forever. There's no rush. It's just sometimes nice if we can do more than 1 or 2 jobs per stream. Sometimes we're very limited. But yeah, I'm going to try and do longer streams when I can as well. But today we're finishing before 2 o'clock because it's a Qatar sprint at 2. So we'll definitely be finished before then. There aren't many things I can go out of my way to watch these days, and the Formula 1 is one. With plows it controls weeds, but I tried a subsoiler. Do you think I'll need to use a weeder for my next crop rotation? Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, plows are a good one because it cuts it all up, then it's dead. For the subsoiler gives you the obviously the plowed state. I'm not 100% on that. I hope so, because I had a save that I was running, or that I am running. I was running, I just haven't been on it in a while. And I subsoiled all the fields on there. And to be fair, I subsoiled the fields on this one as well. So we... Should I turn? No, we won't turn the machine off. It's not ours. Yeah, I subsoiled mine. So sometimes it takes a little while for the map to catch. I don't know why the map is so slow. There's so much still that annoys me about this game. It's quicker to jump than it is for the map to update. Yeah, I subsoiled these 2 months ago, and no weeds have come through. So you might be good. These were subsoiled. They've still got their stones in, though. Got our rice saplings are coming. Ooh, our mushrooms. What have we got mushroom-wise? In what I thought was just a massive water tank. Just the one pallet still. We have other production. We've got another greenhouse over here, haven't we? Let's do a quick visit. These are our chilies. Oh. Bang tidy, bruv. Right. Jump back in the harvester. So yeah, I think you might be safe with your subsoiler. To answer your question, I get distracted so easily. What little time I've spent in the Oxbow equipment, I do like it. Again, I feel like I'm not over, but oh, I missed a little bit. We are. Did you use the 4-meter Coon subsoiler? I'm not sure if we can get away with saying that on stream. You struggle in the video to say that. It's the name of the brand. Sorry, I'm all stuffy. Give me a second. It's a world famous brand. But sometimes YouTube think you're being nasty. I think it depends on your voice. It's one of them ones. My voice can't say it. Someone else's voice might be able to. Yeah, but the K brand subsoiler. That's the one I used anyway. But because I haven't progressed far through anyway, I don't know if a little bit later on you might still get weeds. I think that's why we need. It needs to be patchy weeds. Like you might get some in this corner, you might get some in that corner. If this soil hasn't been looked after and done, it's more prone to whatever. We need patches of weeds, and we need just patches of crops that there's a chance, you know. The random roll, this crop, this corner of crop here might not, for whatever reason, might not take, might die. I can't believe that we're still not there yet in game mechanics. Jen, hi everyone. Hello Jen, hope you're well. Thanks for coming to join us. So we are half filled on our trailer and our hopper. That's what the ping is for. Now, in the past, and this is just a dodgy pulled over mod, because I like the bells and the auto stop. Root crop harvesters, and this, I believe these function along the lines of a root crop harvester, weren't always great and sometimes crashed the game if you use the auto stop mod. So that might happen today. Nice, I connected 3 fields in Riverbend Springs. I used the Atco Alice. It was a yellow subsoil. Okay, yeah. I think it's like 3 meters wide. There isn't any chisel plows available yet. No, not yet, unfortunately. I know the one. Yeah, because I used... Let's go and have a look. We can talk about stuff. Yeah, I used this one. So I'm guessing you went for that one. Which requires 4 meters. Is that 4 meters? Oh, that one comes as an option, doesn't it? Agrisim, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I went with that one. Some sort of prepares the field for the next sowing. It can be used instead of plow. So it doesn't say anything there. Yeah, there's a few options. Yeah, 5 meters, but you require like 350 horsepower. That's a lot. Pleasant View Farms, good morning all. Hello, hello. I always think it's insane. I stream early on a Saturday morning, and I get more across the pond viewers that are just crawling out of bed and barely awake than I do Brits. I think it's brilliant. I hope you're well, Pleasant. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Busy with the cows, I assume. Feed them, feed the kids, then feed yourself. That's the usual plan. Oh, that's not on the right line. Rolling out of bed. Heck, man, I've been up for a few hours already. Yeah, that's what I thought. Your day starts when everyone else has finished, mate. Calves feed, little head. Now time to mod. Oh, excellent. Working on some placeables. Bringing over some of them lovely sheds. How are you finding Giant Set at a 10? How are you getting on with it? I use the 20,000 one next to the last one. I think my Aulus is around 220. Ah, okay. Sometimes there's a little bit of leeway with them, isn't there? Some machines really struggle with anything under power, and others, it's like it doesn't really matter at all. This is our third go round. 1, 2, 3, third go round, yep. It's a learning curve, but it's going not bad. Need more time in a day to sit and work on mods. It's hella time consuming, isn't it? Ever so time consuming. I think this time around as well, they've sort of changed some of the more simple stuff as well. Like just on naming and stuff like that. Like I've had a few mods that I've looked at that have been sent to me, and the errors just seem like, oh, we never used to get these before, because it just seems like simple stuff is, and that's not even in the buildings and anything. Sorry, I keep muting the mic. I'm trying to clear my sinus. Speaking of all us Pleasant View Farms mods from FS25 were awesome. Oh, I tell you what, they were. Weren't they just? I must admit I was quite the fan. Any American map I played, I got them on. Very good. It's always beautiful to see a good bit of orange on there. I can and will do better. Oh, wow. We look forward to that then, mate. Look forward to that. It's going to be a little wait, but it's we just need some good maps to play on now. Because I can't lie. I mean, I love Zaloinka, but I played that a lot privately for 22. The other two really aren't doing it for me. How am I liking the game? What do you like? What don't you like? I don't like a lot. What I do like is the easy built-in GPS. I can't lie, I do like that. You know, there are things I do like. I'm just always more of a negative type person. I just am. I think there's so many people out there that suck the farts off giants and game developers in general, because they hope that someone might watch it and give them some free shit. Whereas I just rather give them shit. But the yeah, I just think, I feel like the stuff they've done is stuff that most of us wanted anyway. Using our materials in our productions to build stuff for our farms, rather than building a roller coaster, constructing a boat and stuff like that. I think awesome. I don't think it's implemented very well. I think, and that's the thing I think with Giants, is they sort of give you what you want. They just don't make it very good. The same as like, oh, they added seasons last time around, but it's not the seasons we wanted. But yeah, I think that visually it's fine now. It take a lot of time to get it to run fine, but it looks all right now. They've fixed some of the issues with the patch for the rendering and stuff, because that was insane. That's now a little bit better. We've still got the ring, but it's not as bad. I like that we've got the extra crops. I've, you know, always been a fan of more crops all the time. It just adds a little bit of variety, allows us to do more stuff. I don't like that there's no precision farming. I think precision farming should be bog standard by now, and their contract with John Deere and the other people involved in precision farming is up, so that's why that's not there. There's no word yet on whether it's going to turn up or whether it's not. I did ask Marcel. I did ask in the partner Discord, and yeah, because I said, I asked, is there any truth to the rumours that precision farming isn't coming to FS25? And he said there's no truth in them rumours. To which Rod then put in, so DLC confirmed, and then his reply was there is no truth to that either. So they don't even know if it's coming. But I don't understand why a more realistic or a more detailed, more varying fertilization process isn't there. Why? It's just that everything is always just a blanket. Bosh, done. There's no varying aspects to it, like a little bit here or a little bit there. It just, yeah. So no precision farming is a big disappointment in my books. Pest control. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you are too, mate. Hope you're good as well. Still issues with plough texture. I haven't done a lot of ploughing. I've not seen any issues with the ploughing I've done. I never did precision farming in 22, but I wanted it in base game in this. I just think there's so many things that could be put on a toggle for people that don't want them. Without precision farming, as you'll see quite a few people around the community say, without precision farming it feels like FS is on easy mode, because you just don't have to do as much. I wish Giants had better growing seasons and didn't have to rely on modders to make it. Are you actually a pest control guy? He is. Well, he can speak for himself. But yeah, if you click on his channel, there's videos of him shooting vermin. There. Of course, I got a huge freaking rat that's driving me up the right there, right there. I mean, that's a bit of a trip for him, but if the money's right. But yeah, shoot it. That's what he does. He shoots vermin. How about yourself, Pleasant? What are you liking or disliking? You know, the ground deformation, that's nice, but that doesn't carry the game. The slight visual upgrade is nice, but it doesn't carry the game. Because they're all things that we expect. I think the fact that they didn't have enough time to finish making all their models and get in games so we could have more equipment, more tools, more machinery, I think that's a bad sign. When they wasted time on NPCs and stuff like that, even if they get rid of all that crappy NPC stuff, even if that meant we only got 1 or 2 more extra tractors, or 1 or 2 more harvesters in base game, like, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes Giants struggle to read the room with their audience. Like if I wanted to play Farmer's Dynasty, I'd go play Farmer's Dynasty. If I wanted dodgy NPCs in my game. Agreed, NPCs are a waste of time. And they're only small, and they probably only took a day or two. Probably stuck that in a week. But that's a week you could have spent, I don't know, doing something else. Optimising the frigging game. Making it run better. I like the Oxbow stuff. I was quite excited when I saw that we were getting the Oxbow stuff and we were getting the peas, the beans, and the spinach and all that. So hopefully, at some point, I do get round to actually farming all that as well. Oops, turn the engine on. As is the tornado, in my opinion. But at least that's on a toggle. At least it's on a toggle. Yeah, like I think we could have had, but that's another thing that I'm saying. Like right, okay, weather effects for crops, weather effects for your trees, stuff like that. Awesome. What are the weather effects? Oh, a tornado. Oh, okay. Not torrential rain or winds or drought or, you know, real things that happen all over the world. No, just this very rare thing that's quite limited in how it affects farming on a global scale. I haven't spoken to the NPCs. If I wanted to play Farmer's Dynasty, I'd play that. This should be about farming and farming only. Next thing you know, we'll be getting married. Having an heir. Exactly. That's not what this is about. Farming simulation is what we want. Like, I've really been enjoying, not that I'm any good at it, but I've really been enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator. But you know what I don't like about Microsoft Flight Simulator? The bloody AI NPCs. And I know why they're there. Because they're part of your contracts and they talk to you. And they've tried to add, like, you know, a world to it with the career and stuff like that. But oh my god, the voicing is terrible because it's all AI. Oh, I've got to lower the bunker again first. There we go. Learning how to do it on the fly. But yeah, I just think, you know, they come out and they announce, oh, weather effects and crops and stuff. And then when we see it, it's like, oh, it's not what you thought. Whereas seasons in 17 and seasons in 19, if it rained, you had to re-ted your grass. And sort of something that I think, for me and how I like to play, something that is a little bit of a concern is if precision farming doesn't make its way into 25, does that mean something like Terra Life won't make its way into 25 because it was sort of quite reliant on using the precision farming? I mean, it didn't, not exact, but you had to put precision farming was sort of built in with it, so I don't know. Weather added is nice, but it's a bit off. Yeah, the actual weather, the fact they've added more weather and more stuff, that's cool. But yeah, it's broken. Like I shared some screenshots the other week. Like I was out harvesting in Zaloinka, August, 33 degrees Celsius, and I had a hailstorm, and it lasted over a day, and I was in the middle of my harvest. A hailstorm. And the weather didn't, like the temperature didn't change. Temperature didn't change. It was 33 degrees with a hailstorm for over 24 hours. That's just stupid. And I've also had snowfall in January, and still laying on the floor or laying on the ground is the snow in June, July in 27, 28 degree heat. It just hasn't melted, and we've had like 3 or 4 rainfalls on it as well. Right, well, we've got room to turn around on the field now, it seems. I think this is my last headland. If I, rather than having to bring up the... Does it show you where I am, does it? No. Okay. That's why we need a live visual. I don't think the map does either, does it? Because it was a live GPS now. I'd like to play on Terra Life. It looks good. It was good. It was good. I've uninstalled 22 now because I felt like if I kept playing it, I'd never play this. And I think sort of more for the content creation, I needed to try and be on the new thing. Seasons needs a little tweak as well. I like Precision Farm on. I would have thought it would have been base game option. Yeah. But because it's, you know, it's a system and a program that's sort of owned and overseen by a multitude of companies, it's a contract thing, so the contract ran out. Like, come on, renew that before it runs out. It's a big part of your game. Should have lifted my header to apologise. Right, let's see what we got. Are we on the straights now? Let's just, I'm just going to have to bring up this just so I can see what we're doing with the lines. If I turn it off. No, we do still have another one. I felt sure we did. There we are. Seasons 19 was where it peaked. Seasons 19 was nice. I like that we had the rotten bales, although it caught me out many times, thinking I've got loads of bales, skip through, sleep for the night, and oh no, they're not. They're not anything anymore. There's nothing. Bales have gone. Sometimes literally bales have run away. Hello, buddy. How are we? We're good. Hello, my man. Hope you're well. Hope the little people are all settled. I tried to help sort mine before stream, but I should imagine they're causing the missus havoc now. I had one set up in the kitchen. He had all his colouring stuff out, his books out. He's not allowed his Xbox this weekend because he's been so bloody naughty. So he's downstairs, colour and drawing, everything set up for him. Be creative, do something good. He's also got his tablet set up with some Lego Jurassic Park series. So he's got a little something to watch in there. And then his little brother, leave him alone. And the little one was supposed to be going for a nap. And then the missus can just chill with a book and the telly. That was sort of the plan. Whether that worked out once I came upstairs, I doubt that very much. But we'll see. Hopefully. But this afternoon she wants me to go and get into the loft space and get the Christmas trimmings and everything out later. So that'll be after the F1 sprint and before the qualifying. And then tomorrow she's going to start trimming the house up, I think. A little bit early in my books, but she likes it. She likes Christmas. I'm miserable. I don't really like Christmas. Don't do Christmas. Come join the Mr. Farquhar Gaming Network Discord. Yes, you should. I think you should. You should come and join it. It's a pretty cool place to hang out. A lot of you are already in there anyway. But yeah, anyone that's watching this after the fact, anyone that's just having a little lurk, come and join us in the Discord. There are channels for everything, all sorts of games. It doesn't even have to be farming. With my newfound interest in Flight Sim was taken over the general channels, so that's got its own channel as well now. That tends to be the rule. If a game sort of takes my interest, is that lowered? I don't think it has. No. Yeah, if a game piques my interest enough that I'm sharing a lot on it, it gets its own channel. Or if there's stuff that anyone else wants, we can make one. But yeah, come and join it. The guys and girls are pretty cool. My little one is being as he's trying to roll, and the other one's mithering. Oh dear. I'm getting my tree and decorations out tomorrow morning, and the kids will help me decorate. But in the evening I'll fix it. Probably how that'll go tomorrow for the missus. It's a very friendly and helpful Discord. Appreciate that, chap. Yeah, I mean, the other guys will as well. But if there's anything I can help anyone with, I'm not a master at any of this stuff, whether it be gaming, streaming, recording, anything like that. I'm not a master at it, but I will help and I will share what I can, because I know I've struggled so much over the 3 or 4 years that I've been doing this, that to muddle through, to watch other people muddle through, I just think is unfair. Yeah, if anyone can help, they will. And even with the mod and stuff, we've got a bunch of friendly modders in there as well. So if you're an avid modder or an experienced modder and you want to try and get into that, there's bits for that. There's a section completely for content creators, so you can try and link up and do stuff there, or share thoughts and ideas, or ask questions in a safe space that's away from the from the public eye. Then you can do that as well. And as I deleted my Twitter, I have been a little bit more active in the Discord as well, which is, you know, nice. Now, if I just got to turn this on again, since I can't. Here we got one more roll on the bomb. I don't like the lines. I think they added a control to turn it on and off. Does anyone know what that is? I'm going to be streaming in January. Got my new channel set up, and really, no, awesome. You have to drop links down for us, Jen. We'll get you all subbed up. Indeed. Yeah, share whatever you like in there. Not on the line, are we? Come on. Not on the line still. Come on. We are missing a big chunk. Never mind. We'll clear it up when we do the up and down. That's so cool, gent. That is cool. We're all up for that. Put links in when you're set and ready. Fair enough. If you share it, like a few days or a week before you start, then we can get subbed, or we can get notifications and stuff, so we know when you're there early. Ready to jump on that bandwagon. So I think now, what crop are we harvesting? Green beans, my friends. Green beans. Okay, I'll have a look. It's on a contract because we're trying to run a pig farm, or we are running a pig farm. We're doing pigs and rice at the minute, but we can't plant anything until the new year, and finances aren't exactly great. And I want to actually rebuild the farm because I don't like what we've got. So I want to try and earn some money where I can, so that we can pop down some different sheds. Perhaps I will have to just keep the lines up. I just don't like them. I don't like them. Yeah, we are on the up and down anyway. Yeah, I'm sure the patch notes said control for turning the lines on and off. I'm sure it did. Vehicle driving. So what I'm doing is I just scroll down looking for where it says H, and to see if there's a new control next to it. AI worker, steering assist, toggle steering assist, line visibility. There we go. Haha, it is there. Save that. Oh, perfect. Now I'm happy. I've gone with the name Chaos Gamer. 5 subs already, but there's some friends of mine. Is it bad that I don't experiment with anything else besides my basic Midwest crops? Of course it isn't. Why would it be bad? You play realistically in maps that are of areas you know or where you live. So why would you just start mixing in other stuff that maybe you wouldn't grow? This is perfectly fine. I never harvest cotton. I never harvest sugarcane. There are certain crops that I don't do as well, because they don't grow on the maps that I like to play, in the areas that I like to play. I'm just a boring Iowa farmer. So, no, mate, there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. You'll get no judgment from me, mate. I've spent the last 10 years doing nothing but dairy farms, so that's what I like. That's what I do. Trying to get a pig farm going, because we've attempted pig farms many times and never really get any pigs, but now we do. I did cotton once and never again, took forever. So I've done it, but I don't do it on a regular. I've done it enough to say like I know what cotton harvesting's like, but because it's just not grown in the UK maps that I play, it's not grown in the European maps I tend to play, and in many of the US maps, or in the few US maps that I've played, most of them aren't somewhere where you'd grow cotton either. So, same for sugarcane. Pest control, never done sugarcane. I did sugarcane, I think it was 17 when it came in with the expansion map, wasn't it? I think that was when we got sugarcane. I did it then. Didn't really enjoy it. Never did it again. I also lie. I think there was a field that I brought back in on 19 on Marwell, and I made the mistake. I thought it said sugar beet, and I brought the field and it had sugarcane in it. So I did lease the equipment and get the sugarcane off that. So yeah, it's like twice I've done sugarcane in like 8 years. But if it's not your jam, it's not your jam. There's no right or wrong way of doing stuff, is there? Same as I'd never say that anyone that doesn't play it realistically, because I try realistically as if, but yeah, because I try to play with a level of realism. It doesn't mean that those that play without it are playing it wrong. They're just not playing the way I play. If you pay for your game, then you play it how you like. That's the rule, in my opinion. And that's the only rule there ever should be. Let's be honest, Mr. F. You do dairy farming because you're addicted to mowing grass. Exactly. I like making bales, and my cows mean that I make bales. What's that? Silage bunkers? No, you wrap it. You make a bale and you wrap it. Nothing wrong with mowing grass. This is more of an obsession, I think. I've done well. I don't think I've made any bales yet on this save. Zaloinka has lots of bales. I'm not gonna lie. My Zaloinka save has lots of bales. And I haven't even got any animals yet. But I know they're coming, so we have the bales. Marwell Extended will be out for FS25. It certainly will. He's currently working on Calmston at the moment. That'll be popular, but I am more interested in Marwell from Oxy, definitely. I think Calmston's going to come early. I think that'll probably be one of the first really good maps. So again, I think everyone's going to be on it. So like with 22, I'll skip it and play it in the background and wait for the next map, or see if I can find another one. I found Maypole out and about in the ether about a week before Armston dropped, so I was quite good because I was quite lucky because I already had a map that I knew I wanted to play that I'd found elsewhere that was still sort of in the building process but playable. So I did get to be different, but yeah, the first Oxygen David map that releases, everyone and their neighbour, especially European content creators, are going to be all over that. I hear there might be a UK bunker silo coming soon. There may well be. There may well be. I think we might have it in game actually. I think that's in here. Did that work? I think I've just crashed my game. No, that's all right. Yeah, would you like it on? I think it's down here. There it is. Where's my farm? And a very nice bunker silo it is as well. As you zoom in like that, well, just scroll on the wheel, mate. It says zoom camera at the top there. But yeah. Or do you mean jump from the game into the build bit? Is that what you meant? So glad I got a PC, no longer limited to console mods. Working on some proper American upright concrete silos. That's a mouthful. That's quite a thing. Working on some proper American upright concrete silos. Nice. In the cat, how do I zoom in the cab? That's a mod. I'll give you a link for it, if you wish. You've also got the zoom. So I've got two mods. I've got the mod that does you the zoom on a press, and I've got one that I can just sort of scroll in with the wheel. We can see what we like. Yeah, realistic. I do that. Yeah, realistic. Part of the realistic cab view. So that limits us on the way we can turn our head, and it also has a zoom that I put on the mouse, so we can zoom like that. But I also have a mod which is just zoom view in cab, so we can just keep going. We can look off to the moon or something with this one, and then with a click we're right back to where we are. It's funny that they don't even use bunkers here in Georgia that I've seen. They just pile it up and cover it with tarp and tyres. Works the same. Give me them. I'll send them. I'll send them over. Yeah, for me, the quality of life mods are the ones that I tend to go looking for more than others, say. Being able to do the little things, and the same as like the more info. So when you look at things, you get obviously more info. Those sort of mods. Oh, nice. I'm a sucker for script mods at the moment. Yeah, I like the things that add like that. Obviously, the machines and the buildings, they're all lovely. But everything, the little background mods and scripts that just add the functionalities that you like, and everyone likes something different. To some people, they'll have absolutely no interest in this. Like, why do you need to do it? It's not like anything there really tells us much. But I just like to be able to get in and have a look at the details and stuff, and yeah. I just like fiddling. You've got more patience than me for peas. You might want green beans. No, it'll take that long. Nearly halfway through the harvest. It's only been an hour. Yeah. I don't watch the big channels. Do they not like spend a whole 3 hours just doing one job when they stream? Do they do other things? They probably use workers and have fun instead. This is it. This is farming, though, isn't it? This is the job for the day. We're going to do it. Plus, a job like this is pretty chilled, nice and easy going. We can, it allows me to sort of chat. I've not got to do too much with the controls. We're not picking up a tool. Like if we were ploughing, we were having to, pick up, rotate, lower, turn, round, pick up, rotate, lower, turn. I'm fiddling about a lot more. A nice, chilled harvest on a reasonably sized field. We can have a little chat while we do this. That's nice. Rusty Money Gaming, good morning from Nebraska. Good morning, good morning. Another across the pond, folk. Love it, love it. I hope you're well, Rusty. Hope you're good. How you been getting on? How have you been getting on with 25? No, they're busy simping for giants. Oh, we don't do that over here. We don't do that. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, the game is so good. Buy it from my link. No, we don't do that. Game's about average, and it's currently on sale on CD Keys for about £23. So if you want to buy it, go buy it there. Hey, Rusty. It's nice to have you all in for a chat this morning, though. I appreciate it. It's cool. It's cool. For fuck's sake. I can't help it. I just snorted sugar. Yeah. That's not how we do it around here. Anyway, back to the green beans. See, there are things I do. I like the detail of it. We've had them before, but it's the detail of the footprints. We've been in and out of this, so we're getting our footprints. I like it. The wear on the machine looks like it's building up a bit quick, though, considering this is a brand new lease. That looks like that is getting worn. Doing good, really liking 25. I'm glad you really like 25, man. What's your big positive for 25 at the minute? May have another Welsh map if I actually made progress. It's coming. It's coming. Can't rush these things. That's the trouble. I think a lot of people worry about rushing and getting their maps out. You guys just need to chill. Ignore everyone's impatientness, mine included, and take your time. Get them right. Get them bug free. Because that's the thing. With some people, like they rush, they want to get the map out. All people play on it, love it, get your downloads and all that. And then, if there's the slightest little issue these days, the slightest little issue, people just try and rip it to bits because people are arses. I think that's my general audience. I've got like American and Welsh. I don't know how I did that. I don't know what it is about me, but American and Welsh, that's my bread and butter. Would I recommend Streamlabs or Nightbot? Streamlabs is good because it runs all through one thing. I'm currently using Slobs because my OBS is playing up. Again, since I updated my NVIDIA driver, my OBS just crashes after like 3 minutes of recording, which is really annoying because I have that set up to record differently. With where I normally have my camera here, it's obviously laid up on the overlay, whereas when I record, I have my game capture and my camera capture side by side, and then when I edit, I trim the video, the game capture fills the screen, resizing it, and then I double the image, so I copy it, put it over the top, and then on the second image we crop off the game, so then it's just the camera, and then I can do what I want. I can move it about, resize it, cut it in, cut it out, whatever. But OBS is just being a pain, so I've not been able to do that. So my recordings have been through Slobs, and the first few that I recorded, I think were in a lower quality because I don't generally record through Streamlabs OBS. I just stream through it, so I hadn't actually cranked up the bit rate on the video recording. So I think although it recorded in like, it tried to record in 2K, and then I edited it and processed it down to 1080. I think it was barely in like 720 or 730 or whatever it is. You haven't the camera on? I haven't. No, NVIDIA broadcast just wouldn't play ball with me today. It just kept crashing. That was what I was saying. Like, since I've updated my NVIDIA card, my NVIDIA broadcast is playing up, which is what I capture my camera through, because that then allows me to green screen or fake background or anything like that with it as well, without having to do anything else. It's quite good if you've got an NVIDIA capture card, an RTX NVIDIA capture card. Download NVIDIA broadcast and run your camera through that, and then put your broadcast image in your stream, and you can do so much more with it than if you were to just capture your camera. It's got all the backgrounds and all the stuff. Because I had some ideas, because I always have ideas for different content, and then I don't do it because I I know that most people here, not necessarily most people here, but most people on the channel, most people have suffered for the farming, so no matter what I put out, otherwise it doesn't do well. But I had some ideas for some different stuff, and I got some backgrounds I was going to do. I wanted to do something with the rallying games, and I spent like half a day in AI trying to create the right sort of background I wanted for like a studio, and I was going to record my rally and then do like commentary for it with me in a studio. But that would have been a lot of work for maybe 10 views, so I thought, no, let's not do that. Scrap that. I'm assuming there's trucking streams. Yeah, I think he's got a lot going on at the minute. Hopefully he'll be back. I know he's at a bit of an irregular pace. He's been putting out the recorded owner-operator series. But hopefully he'll get back to it. It takes a lot, and it's time. That's why sometimes I go in spits and spurts of not a lot coming. I mean, at the minute there's a fair bit coming out, but like just before 25's release, I was just putting out SnowRunner, you know, because I just wasn't, everything that went on with YouTube, and then things in personal life, and it's just sometimes when you're tired, sitting here and trying to be a little bit upbeat and jovial is quite challenging. I'm not gonna lie. I do like how they split up the contracts more. Really like how you set your start and set. Yeah, that is better. More options is always good. I think someone needs to go and drum that into them. More options on a toggle is always good. More customizability for the player. We don't all want to start the same. We don't all want to play the same. I'd be honest with you, with FS25 being a really new game, I'm still shocked it hasn't has the same idea as Minecraft, since 2012 has an infinite size map with only FOV rendered, yet Giants still render the entire map. Some big game flaws with Giants. It renders the whole map in low quality, that's the trouble. Infinite map would be insane, though, wouldn't it? The real world. There was a game that came out recently. It was a little bit like Farm Manager, and it was supposed to be a real world farm manager. So you could pick a place on the globe, and that's where your farm was, and it used like seasonal and weather data from that part of the world and everything like that. Great premise. Until you click on it, you pick your area where you want to start, and then you have a generic square. There's nothing about the terrain that you've picked. But that came from Aerosoft, so, you know, you expect that sort of crap. FS Landscape, afternoon, folks. Hello, FS Landscape. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're well. It is almost afternoon as well. Good call, good call. Hope you're good, buddy. Nothing wrong with the break. AFS, love how Lady Hill's coming along. Yeah, it's looking really nice. Got all buildings and walls added in this morning. Just have to sort the collisions for everything. Cool. Like I was saying to Rod, man, don't rush it. Take your time. You know that some a-hole's just out there waiting to find some reason to hate on it, so take your time. Procedural real world ETS2 does the same in high quality, yeah. There's a lot of computations going on with the growth and stuff. I will give it that. Like there is a lot of math going on in the background with Farm Sim. But yeah, basic map. I think yeah, standard maps should be bigger by now, definitely. There should be better optimization for rendering further, so you can see more. Honestly, I did wonder whether the fog was a reason not to. Like on 22, I haven't got to think about the Corsair, but at the top, all that was rendered in high quality for me. That awful texture at the top there, I hate it. I absolutely hate that the field that I'm working on isn't fully rendered in, and I'm on max settings. And I can go into the game settings XML file and I can extend that, but then the game is still so poorly optimized that I'll probably drop to less than 30 FPS if I try and render much more in. And I just think that's not on. Really not on. I don't know any other game that I play where I've only got render in like 100 meters in front. I think I saw that. Looked disappointing. Once I get everything added, I'm going to go around adding in new weeds and foliage here and there. Got lots of great options now for detail. Awesome. One multiplayer would be ideal. Drive across the country. I reckon they could get a 16x maps flawless with FOV only being rendered. Yeah, in front rather than the entire map, etc. Would really help the game. Only what you see should be rendered, yeah. But like you say, it's that whole everything all the time. I don't make games, but there's certain things that you see in a lot of the other games that we play that never seem to turn up here, and I just think the capabilities of the Giants engine just isn't there for modern gaming. I think obviously Giants like using their own engine. It's clearly modder friendly, which is always nice. But I think they really need to build from the ground up or look at something new for the next game, because it's clearly limited. It is clearly limited on what it can do. But they're so used to working with their own architecture that doing something different is probably a bit scary. But for this game to go any further, it needs to be something different. You can't just keep bolting new things on and saying that's a new game. Or you can't keep bolting new things onto the same game engine and trying to tell us that's a new engine, when it's not. It's clearly not. You know, the games are getting more expensive, so we need more from it. We need more simulation in our simulation, please. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of rendering, my fir trees at a distance look like they're floating until you get up close. That would make the optimizations amazing. Yeah. I've got to run, Mr. F. Have a great stream. Catch you soon. Take care. Appreciate you coming by, buddy. You have a good one. You look after yourself. Hopefully we'll see you up and running with some frequent streams as well. You should also come in on your other profile. That's definitely a thing. Yeah, so I think my... Oh, that's alright, it's working now. So once I get that out, I can move. Yeah, I'm running a version of the stop when fill for harvesters. I like that it stopped us a little early as well. Stop when fill, when full. But sandwiched in there like that. That hasn't slid at all. Come on, let's have some physics. Here, RCD, come in. If you came in with your other profile, we could promote that for you. What happened to Pumps and Hoses? That'll be a DLC again, but that's not theirs, is it? Pumps and Hoses is Creative Mesh. And while Giants seem happy to take ideas from certain modders, they're not happy to take from Creative Mesh. What's going on here? Why are we not emptying? Oh no! There we go. But surely they should just cooperate. I'm raising my hands on my camera. You can't see me. Yeah. Team up with them. Pay these modders. Say, right, this was really popular. You brought this to our game. It was really popular. Look at this crazy rate of downloads that you've got. I mean, they do with Creative Mesh's stuff anyway. They do. Pumps and Hoses was released as a paid DLC, so they partnered with them so they could get some money off it. Why not completely team up with them and I don't know, just why not? So instead, why not absorb some of these modern teams into your creative team as like freelancers? Pay them to help do it. Pay them a wage. We've already established that there's not enough people on staff at Giants to do all the things that are pretty much required. So, you know, in the off season, at the latter end of the game, so when you're down to your last 12 months, reach out to some people and say, like, would you like to be part of? Can you create this? Can you do this? And we will pay you, and we'll put it in the next game, and you will earn XYZ commission. Just if you earn a penny of every purchase for something that went into the game, like there's already what, close to 3 million purchases, maybe more. That's a fair few pennies. And you haven't got to do it for everyone. You got to get in the big teams that are making these big difference mods. Get in someone that's doing like the top end machines and stuff. So that lightens the load. Freelancing. Get him in. Giants Engine is amazing, but it's just built this old architecture. That's the trouble with it. It's old architecture. It's convenient. How easy it is for people to mod with it and, you know, redo the scripting and build with Blender and then bring it over. Absolutely brilliant. But then how the engine is running in game in 2024 is not necessarily as brilliant. Modders make the game. That's how you need this. Just pay them to make some stuff. Make some stuff. Lighten the load. You know, modders do a lot of obviously do mod them for free. You know, they get a little bit of kickback off the downloads. So it's not like you're going to have to fork out so much. It's not going to cost a fortune. But I just think the resources are there to make the game better, but not a massive cost to the developers. The people are there. If people spend years and years of their life making the game better for free, imagine what they'll do if you pay them. Imagine what they'll do if you pay them. Well, folks, got to go freeze. I've beaten up a white ball. I'll catch you guys later. You have a good one, Lynn. Have a great day, mate. I appreciate you stopping by on your morning and having a chat with us and listen to us rant about absolute nonsense. I appreciate you, my guy. I have USB hand warmers. Best $15 ever. Okay, USB hand warmers. Just get regular gloves. Just get gloves. He's got an electric heated blanket for his hands. I think Cat & Crop's done Giants a huge favour. It was done by modders that left FS and the game flopped, putting to bed the argument about modders being better than Giants. There's a difference between modern and game development, isn't there? It's the extras that they add in and the time that they have to do it. No one's wanting modders to go in and build the game from ground up, just to help add their stuff to it. Maybe that would free Giants up to make a better engine. But that is ultimately what Giants need. Giants need someone else who's good in the sim space, and there aren't many, to be fair, to make a good, realistic PC simulator. That's what they need. Not to take away from consoles, because I play consoles. But not to take away from consoles, but the Sidecos and the Airsofts and everyone else like that, Dovetail. At this point, they're all about churning out as many games as possible to recoup as much cash return as possible without spending as much money. So it needs to be someone new, or it needs to be, Microsoft Farming Simulator 2030, and it needs to be the bollocks. That's what I think. I think until there's competition for this game, the game doesn't really improve. You know, look at the massive jump that we got in quality of games in the PS3 360 era, when PlayStation and Xbox really rivaled each other. The quality of games that came out at that time was crazy. Competition. Farming Simulator should have had the same work as ETS2, release it and add everything as a DLC instead of making more and more games, just turning it into FIFA and Call of Duty. We've said this quite a bit in the Discord over the last year or so. Like, the SCS model is so good. Like, it's insane because it doesn't sound like it should work, but it does, because they've got a really good base product. They update it so often, like all the time. That game is getting tweaked and fixed and reworked. Old stuff is getting redone. It's not forgotten about. They release new content and new areas all the time. Yeah, a model like that, I think, works in the sim space. in the same sense as why you don't necessarily need a lot of titles come out. But flight sims come out, and, you know, there are some few extras and stuff on there. But to be honest, could they have had it so you paid an extra 20 quid and that career got bolted into Flight Sim 2020? Probably. But obviously they want the money. But yeah, you could do this on that same premise as SCS does ETS and ATS. You've got your audience, you've got them there. If you keep feeding them new stuff, new quality stuff, they will stay. But the SnowRunner's been going for what, 5 years? They keep adding more stuff to it. That works. And they've said, like, although there is expeditions and although they've got roadcraft on the way, Sabre have said, if throughout this year SnowRunner maintains a high enough player base, they will do another year of content next year. As long as the players are there, they will keep doing that same game. They will put out more stuff and, you know, patches and improve and keep doing it. I can get behind developers that do that. The Foundation is the best thing. They had a good one and added to it. That's what needs to get made. That map doesn't give you the impression of Asia. That's my Lady Hill map. You know, you're in Ireland. Mate, I'm so disappointed with the lack of Asia in Asia. I've said every stream, I've said I feel like I'm in Felsbrunn. That's where I feel like I am. Like, that's Felsbrunn. Up here is where the castle was. Over there is your start farm. The big fields and the hill and... yeah. I'm not sure what I thought an Asia map was going to feel like. But I said I wanted rice paddies sweeping around the hills and stuff like that. I think that's probably a little bit more Indian, but this isn't, although it's HUTAN PANTAI, very a little bit East Asian, but yeah, there's no specific place, which I think is what's limited it, because the terrain is just generic. Exactly. One thing they don't get is it's very bland and not suiting the environment correctly. I can't play Riverbend or the Asian ones. Zaloinka was my go-to until GE came out. So I didn't think Riverbend was too... Riverbend is a little bit more localized. Like they said it was somewhere up on the Mississippi River. We know where that is, where that's running through. And I think they've got good at making, or they've got better at making American style maps. I was surprised there weren't larger fields, but I think they've got better at making American style maps. This one, this is not Asia. I'm just not getting it. I'm not feeling it. And yeah, Zaloinka feels like Eastern Europe. At least Zaloinka feels like it's where it's supposed to be. That is Poland. That could be Ukraine. That could be the Czech Republic. That could be. I know it's you know, Poland, but you could have that as any of those places. Belarus, Bulgaria. Any of the sort of Slavic regions. That's what Farmer was like. It's left over. And still is part of, you know, communism. That small bit of land, everyone's got a bit. You grow your stuff. We know where that is. It doesn't give me much hope for their Scottish map next year. Is it definitely Scottish? I know FSG put a picture up comparing it to a picture that was taken somewhere in Scotland. But again, it's just Britain, isn't it? I think with chance it'll be their British map. The only thing Asian is the tuk-tuk and the village. Mate, that little tuk-tuk is just something. My friend Mr. Teeble he's done himself like an extreme hardcore start from scratch, but he literally starts with a house in the tuk-tuk and he's got no money, and I'm like, it's just nuts. Just squeezing little bits of logs on the back of that tuk-tuk and driving it around and selling them for like $4. It's too funny. The junctions and roads joining both River End, Springs and Salonga are horrendous. Just straight back cut. Gotta go take my daughter birthday shopping as it's her birthday on Thursday. Take care everyone. You have a good one, Jen, and hopefully your daughter has a good birthday on Thursday. You go have a good day out, treat her, spoiler, have fun, and we shall see you soon. Have a nice one. I appreciate you coming by. And like I say, once you got your details, share it in the Discord for the new channel, and we will come and check it out. Check it out. It's very similar to Scotland. Honestly, get Oxy to build it with BB, they would put their skins to shame. Yeah. That's what you want, a farming game that launches with an Oxygen David map. Or a Bullet Bill map. And they can do American well. And even, you know, even our friend Lancy, get him in there, make American map. He make a nice American map, make a nice British map. But there's some really good US map makers out there as well. Like, just get them in. There's I want to say Julian. I don't think it is Julian. And there's I want to say DJR or something like that. I forget. If you go check out SimStation. My friend at SimStation, he plays a lot of really good American maps. A lot of that have come through from Patreon testing and stuff like that. They do get released for free eventually, but he pays to be part of the Patreon testing for a lot of these guys, so he gets to see them early. The chap that made Monteith and places like that, I forget what his name is. DR Modern? Is it DR Modern? There's usually enough Americans hanging out in the chat for someone to correct me. I want to say DR Modern. The Sim Station, Simulation Station. Look at that. I will, there you go. That channel there. My favourite channel. My favourite channel for Let's Plays. Mainly does American. He did Court Farm series as well, which was really good. His Court Farm stuff was really good. But I think because his audience is so sort of more focused on the American style content, and the American style gameplay, and the American style maps and machines, the views weren't as good as what everything else was. So it makes it look like it maybe isn't a good series compared to the others, but it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. His Court Farm series. But yeah, he does a lot of good stuff. Does anyone else have an unhealthy obsession with Jacob's crackers and butter? No. No, I don't. What I have an unhealthy obsession with, my friends, is brioche. Chocolate chip brioche or pain au chocolat. Brioche roll, brioche bread. Sweet brioche. Oh, dear. The amount of brioche we have in this house, my kids must think they're continental. Oh, Pa, can I have a pain au chocolat? Oh, I used to put Nutella on my custard creams. You're a dirty man. You're a dirty man, FS Landscape, and that's disgusting. What time have I got to have this harvest finished by? I'm going to have to slow time down. Six hours? I've got to have this done today? Oh, mate. We are slowing time down. Or is that 6 hours real time? I've already done contracts. Not a lot. 6 hours, 6 hours. They've all got 6 hours left. 52 hours. To do what? Cut trees. Is that 6 hours real life or 6 hours in game? Same thing, different foods. Midwest Farmer, hello, hello! Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hope you've had a pleasant morning. I'm now worried that I'm not going to get my harvest done. What are our lights like? Knew I should have been playing on the speedy ×5. Should have been on ×3. That's got to be 6 hours real time, hasn't it? 6 hours in game isn't very long at all. We're on a green bean harvest contract at the minute, Midwest. I might start treating this as lands and go up one side and down the other. This tight turn in this machine is getting a bit of a chore. And that's not down, is it? It's because I've not got it. I've not got the raise and lower mapped where I always had it in 17, 19 or 22. I don't know why I've done that. So I need to put that. So I used to have the raise on the wheel, and I've put it back over on the side panel, so I keep forgetting. I press the wrong button. Howdy, doing well? Having some coffee is about all. Sorry, I've got some coffee on the go myself. You can't see me drinking today. Camera's playing up. We had this before, probably about 6 months ago, where the camera had to drop off stream because I couldn't get it to work properly. What I need is a new camera, but you two took my pennies away, so that didn't happen. The missus asked me, do you think if in the new year they let you back into the program, will they give you back the money that they've withheld? I highly doubt it. It would be nice if they were to like, sorry about that, there's your £350, which is like nearly $500. Like, there's your £350. Sorry about that. They'll go, fat boy, grind your titties off, earn them pennies. That's what they'll say. Yeah, we'll do some loop and rolls. I had a camera. My son claimed it. Fair enough. I mean, it adds a little bit of something. I know some people aren't fussed about cameras in content, and some people won't watch a stream without having the ability to see the person's face. my face isn't all that to look at, so I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. Now, apparently we're on the GPS line, so... Oh, it's curved. I'll say it's not following the crop, though. Is what it is. I'm glad we found that. That is awesome. Since putting it on, I've not needed to bring the lines up. It's just for the headland sometimes. Like, trying to find where the headland's going to deter around or start again is sometimes a bit of a chore. But yeah, I was 100% that I read in the patch notes that was a thing. When I first looked, I couldn't find the mapping for it, but yeah, we found it. So we can just bring them up with a key press, which is awesome. More quality of life. It's the little things. Because if not, that would have fell on a modder to just put a little script in that said, this button, it brings up that. I try not to use any audio bar mine now. Yeah, well, I've put music in before, but it's always copyright free music. I've never had any worry about my music. Yeah. What Giants decided, not Giants, what YouTube decided to sting me on was the Giants partner content, and I now know 4 different partners that have had that same thing happen to them, which is insane. And it's not their fault, and it's not Giants' fault. It's the YouTube system. It's their algorithm, their checking of stuff. Like, it's just how it is. I know one chap was that annoyed that they didn't even make an appeal video. They just sort of accepted it and is waiting for their time to tick over. I said, oh, that make my appeal video, because I wasn't sure what the problem was until I looked deeper. Where best to get music from? Well, I use well, off YouTube. If you go to wait there, we know I don't mind doing this. This is fine. If I bring that over here, and we want to bring up, it's the game. Oh, the game sound's gone because I've. There we go. We'll do that. Let's have the background of the machinery, shall we? I'm sure I've got that on. Here we go. Right. So if you come, you don't need to see all my subscriptions. Oh, it's going to do it anyway. Down the bottom here. If you go into your studio, don't worry. I'm not worried about anyone seeing this shit. Audio library. And this stuff is where you want to go. I put the filter on, mate. Filter attribution not required, so then I don't have to worry about adding anything else extra in. And they just sort of run through the music that you want to listen to. I, like many others, tend to go, I'll show us how it's spelt. Go with Nefex. Because he just, all of his music is copyright free. It's rappy, it's hip hoppy, it's a little bit rock sometimes. I use it in my videos as well. I'm not sure if you can hear it at all. I don't think you can. No, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I use. That's where I go. This is what my home screen looks like as well. I listen to lo-fi chill beats, so now all I get is lo-fi chill beats on my on my home screen. Yeah. So let's bring the game back, shall we? There we go. But yeah, that's where I go for my music. My angry look on face and my political correctness inability issues is the reason I never told YouTube I'd end up in front of a judge somewhere. Also, I'm sorry, 300 subs in a week. What the fuck is got? Is that you, sir? You got 300 subs in a week? If so, that's cool. Why not? What's wrong with that? You're putting out some really helpful content. And some really good modern content, so people should go check that out. But yeah, if you don't want to pay for music, just go to the studio, go down to the audio thing, and just find some tracks you like. You can download them, use them as much as you like, edit them. Yep, it's a bit mad. It is. It's cool though. It's good. There's a chap that Simudad pointed me to for the flight sim stuff. Canadian sim gamer. And I think before he started before he started Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I think he was on like 300 subs, and in the time that his first flight sim video, or his first Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 video went out to now, so was that like 10 days? In 10 days, he's gone from 300 subscribers to about 1,800. And that's how cool it is. Like, I love seeing channels do that. I mean, obviously, I'd love to see my channel do that, but being good at a game helps. Like, the Canadian sim gamer, he is so chilled. He's got a great way about himself in his streams and in his videos. I can listen to him for ages. I've listened to a complete 8-hour stream on playback before, and it's very rarely I even watch streams back. But he's just really cool and chilled with it. He's knowledgeable on the game and what he was doing, and I was just like, yeah, why not? And the same for you, mate. You're knowledgeable about your modding. You're putting out some helpful and useful content. So why should people not come? Why shouldn't you grow? It's just like, yeah, you deserve it. I'll definitely be using the music studio thing. I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, it was there. Still getting around to watching your road video mods, boss. I'll need to soon. Exactly. That's the thing as well. Like, your videos are going to be relevant to anyone that wants to make a mod using Giants Engine 10 onwards until they change something. Until they change the way that the GE works, those videos are going to be relevant, and there will be hundreds, thousands of people that need help with modding as the game goes on. And yeah, it's good. I've always said it. I think I said it last stream. I never understand why people like Bower Brown and Farmer Bob don't have larger sub counts, and they'll sub count in the golden thing. Once you're over 1,000, it doesn't matter what your sub count is. It's your views you want. And when you see someone like Bower Brown's view figures and Farmer Bob's view figures, and like they are, look, I'd love to get their numbers, but their sub count is always like so disparaging, because a lot of people will watch a tutorial because they've sought the tutorial out, but they don't necessarily need to subscribe to a channel because it's a search for content rather than a I'm going to watch these every day or every week or every couple of days. So it's also understanding how viewers work when doing like content and a channel and stuff. Whereas if you could, I think that's sort of something that Bower Brown did quite well, and I think that's why he grew substantially quicker in a short space of time than maybe Farmer Bob, who has been going for quite a while and does some quite in-depth tutorials. Is Bower Brown committed to, right, we're going to do a series, we're going to go from blank map to having a map, and I'll put them out every so many days. That's what he did like partway through FS25's lifespan. And so then people were subscribed so they could get the alerts to follow on, and they were going to build a map along with him. So, you know, not saying steal everyone else's ideas, but something like that will help to build that sub count as well as getting the views and the watch time. Thanks, buddy. I need to revisit as I've done it quickly. It's amazing now how quick things can change. My ETS2 video's got 20 views max. First one on here got 4Ks in 3 days. It's having the content for the audience. It's being relevant. That's what's important. Like, excuse me. There are hundreds of games that I'd love to be playing and putting out on here, but my audience has absolutely no interest in them because my audience, predominantly, out of those subscribers that I have, are Farm Sim viewers. They're not Mr. Farquhar viewers, and that's fine. I get that. That doesn't bother me. I'd like it if there was more of you that were Mr. Farquhar viewers. There's you know, there's a good few of you, and I like that. I like that we have a nice little community. But I know if I put out farming, it'll do better than if I was to, I don't know, put out a series doing the Spider-Man trilogy. I own it. I'd like to play it. I've always said I'd like to record it and do it. But no one would watch it. No one would be interested in sitting there watching me play Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. This is just how it is. Brock Martin, hi mate. Good morning. I was going to say evening, Brock. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, sir. Hope you're well. Thanks for popping along and joining us. We're just chatting all sorts of COD while we get these green beans out of the ground. It's been quite a big harvest. Again, I didn't think it was going to take this long, but it's been nice to do something different. And with a harvest like this, it does allow us time to just sit and chat, which is cool. I like that. Thanks, buddy. Same as you with what you do. Definitely underrated videos. I don't know about that. I think I am definitely average or below average. I'm not deluded as to the content I do. I just like getting on and doing my thing. You know, like what was that person's name? Anonymous Bob, Miscellaneous Bob, whatever. I just put out, oh, you got like 900 videos and only 4,000 subs. You're wasting your time. I'm having fun. I'm doing something I enjoy. I'm not wasting my time. When I don't enjoy it is when the content goes down and you don't see so much of it. Because I won't waste my time. I'll go do something else that I enjoy. Or I'll go and stream on Twitch and play a different game. Because there's no point in putting it here. But that's how you know you get viewers for farming and not for you. Because they'll watch your video and then attack you in your video comment section. And yeah, fuck off if that's what you're going to do. If you come in my comment section and act a dick, I will call you out on it. I'm not scared. I'm not someone who's worried about building my brand, or oh, I've got to be nice because I need everyone to sub me and I need all the hearts and the likes and the thumbs up and come follow me on fucking Instagram. If you say something dickish in my comments, in my stream, I will call you out on it and I will make you look a twat, and I will do it publicly. Because I don't play them games. I'm a fucking 41-year-old man. Don't act like a fucking playground child. I'm not worried that someone's going to go, oh, Giants, this man told the world I was a prick for being a prick. And they go, oh, sorry, you can't be in our partner program anymore. If your concern is defending pricks rather than, you know, the people promoting your game, then so be it. Honestly, it should be a thing of helping each other and share the knowledge. There's so much potential with so many people. Exactly, and like I said, I was saying earlier on with pest control. By the way, pest control guy is MLG Martin Gamer in the Discord and on Twitch. I don't know why he comes in here with his pest control profile. He always does, but that's MLG Martin Gamer. I've done the basics, I've learnt them, so we'll now start streaming the process as well. There's some tips, and if I find things I learn along the way. That's it. That's cool. That's, you know, I like I was saying, I don't know everything about streaming. I don't say everything about farm sim or farming and content creation or even gaming or anything like that. But anything that I've learned along the way that I've struggled with, I will 100% share with anyone in the community that asks. I always have. I always will. I try my best to have your videos on forward to give them a chance, as you're a lovely guy and very watchable. You interact a lot as well, and that's brilliant. I try. Like I say, all I ever do is be me. It's not like, oh, I'm trying. I'm not trying. I'm me. I can't try. I've always said it. I can't try and be something else because I'm not very good at playing Let's Pretend. That's why I'm not very good at roleplay content. I'm not very good at being fake. But yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate anyone that puts my content on and gives it a watch, whether it's a background watch, whether it's on your telly or your phone. I appreciate it. The support is always lovely. Then they get their head bitten off and go away. They do. Oh, sorry. Get on it. If you get the reference. Exactly. Shitting shit on it. You give me the same vibe as Ricky Gervais, and I love him. I take that as a massive compliment. The Ricky Gervais of the gaming community, yeah. Just because you're offended, you're not right. Same as I don't again, maybe I should. I don't, and I'm shrugging at my camera and it's not on. Maybe I should. I don't dull myself down for a younger audience. I don't dull myself down for a stupid audience. I mean, I'm pretty stupid myself, and I say some dumb stuff, and that's fine. But yeah, I won't, like, the amount of comments I've had in the past were like, oh, why do you swear for? It's so unnecessary, because it's part of my vocabulary. It's what I do. It's how I speak in real life from day to day. Do you know what? I can't say the word, because... Oh, I can, because I'm not monetized. Haha. So, yeah, I feel like a cunt more than most people. So, you know what? We say these things. Where am I going with these peas? They're not mine. I need to take them somewhere else. Why have I brought them to my farm? Oh, I've got to take them over all the way over there. I don't even know how to get over there. Right, we're over a drive through the town. Yeah, like, oh... Scared of words. Grow up. And they're always grown people as well. Friday night dinner, exactly. My missus says I wish I was as funny as Ricky Gervais. She knows I'm funnier. Good morning from the Fridge States, Mr. Farquhar. How's things going? I tell you what, if someone's just joined in, as I've said, I call my kid a cunt more than most people. That's an entrance, isn't it? Country Fisher, I hope you're well. Welcome in. Things are going all right. We've got some green beans, and I've brought them to my farm rather than going to where the contract wants them delivered. So I've got to now try and find my way into town here in HUTAN PANTAI. Honestly, best way to be. I hate fake bollocks. I hate fake bollocks. I can't do it. Not for me at all. She just knows she won't hear the end of it now. Exactly. We might take a shortcut somewhere because I do not know my way around this map. Oh yeah, I've mapped to M now. It's brilliant. It makes sense to me because I sit here pressing M all the time to open up a map and it doesn't work. Nancy, good day, sir. Hope you're well, mate. I applaud your patience, Bob. This idiot, you must have a really good sense of humour. Or none. Oh, can't see in the fog. Trying to read. See, it was much better when we were just going up and down the field. I could read the chat. Now I've got to drive. I'll shut on the road. I'm doing alright, I guess. A little cold, 1 degree. 1 degree Fahrenheit at the moment. Wow, where are you? Because Kansas was like 30 Fahrenheit. There's been 0 in Kansas and it was 0 in Georgia. Whereabouts are you, Fisher? Finally got 25 to work. Just took a new power supply for the PC. Crikey. That's pumping some juice into it. What power supply did you have before? What was your wattage and what you're running now? Getting over this flu and sickness. Mate, Lancey, I've been sounding like this and feeling rough for like 10 days. It will not budge. It will not budge. My face is so full of snot 24/7. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't. It's disgusting. Have I just looped around? How have I... Oh no, town's over there. Hey Lancey boy, I was thinking about you last night. Hey boys, oh, to the bedroom. We're taking this poll with us as well, by the way. Where do I want to go? Probably. Go on. I want that thing. Can't drive into town with a road sign stuck a fender. Oh no. Oh no. I hope it was good. Not while you were in bed. I was watching Clarkson's Farm. Ah, phew. What is this? I feel like this sign is slowing me down. What's going on here? Can I get it out? Can we get it out on live? YouTube? What if I pick the tractor up? There we go, it's gone. Right. Jousting anyone? On guard. I was watching Caleb's new series. I didn't know Caleb had his own series. What's that about? Is it any good? By the Canadian Board of Minnesota. Oh yeah, that'll be gold. The older PSU was a cheap 60 watch. Ladies one that came with it. Got a new used 650 from my brother. It's only running a 1060. And how's the game running for you on that setup? 770k and a 1060. You must be pushing to the limits, my friends. As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. Right. What? I can't see anything. I might turn the fog off. It's actually really annoying. If I turn my lights off, is that any better? Not really. Right, I think I want to go left. Do I want to go left? Do I want to be in... I want to be in... Cannot see Jack. Where am I supposed to be going? Over this way. Straight ahead. Right. I think that was the curve I just went up. I was still at the start, but ready to go, and some of his jokes was dry, but started getting better. Is that on Prime? Where's my face? My camera's playing up today, mate. Oh, not necessarily the camera, but the software that I use to project the camera was playing up. There we go, this is where we're going. Just want to get light on there. Oh, it makes it worse. Yeah, so no face today, unfortunately. Right, let's deliver the beans. Some product, I have to have a look. It's actually not too bad with the settings. 55, 60 FPS, about 100 mods, nice. Haven't really messed with the settings yet. The settings for the fog effects. It's only seasonal. I'll tell you, we've had fog all year round here in, well, I say all year round. When did we start? August? So August we had fog, September we had fog, October we've had fog. I mean, I'd like to say it's time of day dependent, but I think today we've had fog the whole time we've been harvesting. And I've turned the volumetrics down as well. Like it could be thicker, it could be denser. I've turned it down because it felt a bit much. Like I can't see nothing. Waiting at the red light. It's those Euro truck. We don't wait at lights. This is farm sim. We get back to the field as quick as possible. I mean, the fog works as it does. It does work as intended. It's certainly sluggier. There must have been a better way to get to that field I'm working. There must be. If I go left at the top here, I'm really not driven about the map much. So if we go across the top of town, we go left, right, cha-cha. Then we go left, right. Not worrying about traffic. It's all one way. Quite fortunate that I go the right direction there. Sounds like Wales on the general day, yeah. There's a lot of fog at the minute. So then I want right here. Should we indicate? Let's indicate. Okay. This should be better. This is a more direct route, I think. Yeah, 1080p, 1080. Whoa! TV as a monitor, not the best, but I'm happy. Mate, if it works, it works. Like, everyone's setup is different. Way too many people are worried about flex and what they got. A nice setup is always nice. Like I started off on this setup with, it wasn't a gaming, it was a 4K monitor on this setup, but it wasn't a gaming monitor or anything. It didn't have a quick response time or anything like that. And the second monitor that I used at the time was an old 32-inch 1080 TV that I had on next to it. That's how I used to run. As long as whatever you've got works for you and you're happy with it, then there's no one else's fucking issue, is it? It's the same as the games. If you paid for it, like, what is it anyone else's business? Up here, this is where we're working. So how are we looking? Again, not understand that. Yeah, that's real time. Okay, so so can I sleep? I don't know, because I've set that on right, contracts, people that have played the game more than me, which is everyone. Contracts, is that game time or real time? That's what I need to know. Game time or real time? What's going on there? I've come to the conclusion that giants build their maps in Maya. I'm just happy it's working now. Fisher, not bad. Go on my 1660 Ti runs 1440 on high settings, 40-50 FPS. Still works. That's the main thing. I had 660 originally when I started. You reckon last one was that? I'll let the modders talk the modern thing. turn the engine off. That's not my engine, but still, I'll turn the engine off. Oh, that's not emptied, is it? That's not emptied. Come on. Oh, I've still got super strength on. Let's get rid of that. That'll cause problems. We need to empty. I got so waylaid. We're getting lost. Forgot what we were doing. One massive pea harvest. That's what we're doing. Through the windscreen. Realism's key. No, it's put me back in the tractor. I don't want the tractor. I want the harvester. Come on. There we go. So why is it not unloading? Right. Let's put the bin back down. Have I just changed... How have I just changed tractor? What? Why can't I get in my harvester? There we go. Right. Lordy, what happened there? Right, let's get back on track. Ooh, we're not down, we're not down. Sped away. Oh, where were we? There we go. Right. There we are, back harvesting again. Excuse me, I've got a screen up here that I don't want. There we go, that's what I want. I want that one. Oh, coffee's run dry now. Oh, let's get a top up. I've got some squash, that'll be fine. 86% of the way through this contract. Let's see if that'll put me on the row I want. It's not gonna, so we'll use our new bind. Oh, that's where we want it. It's not quite how we want it, but there we go. Love it. I'm so pleased I found that. We got plans for FS25. Going to spend the end of this year on how things work. Not going to jump into it. Too many mappers and modders are rushing to be the first. This is what I was saying earlier on. I feel like a lot of people are trying to. They want to be the first. Want to have, you know, first is already out there, but they wanted to have the first. They want to get the map out early. You know, it gets everyone playing on it. It gets, you know, gets all the downloads, because if there's a map out, everyone's going to download it. But yeah, I just think with this day and age, there are too many people who know nothing about modding, know nothing about mapping, ready to pick holes in every little thing that people do, and want to rip it to bits. I would take my time. I would, if I was a mapper, I'd be slowballing, watching everyone stew while there's just these three, and New Frontier, these three maps. I like Ola, but I don't understand the idea of the New Frontier map. I was surprised that that was a map that he released. I can't lie. And that's just for me and my playstyle and my preference. Like, I think a lot of that was maybe him practicing and doing stuff, and he put it down and then sort of, yeah, let's do this. But yeah, if you'd have said that the Frontier map was made by the same person that made Renenbow, I wouldn't have believed you. And like I say, I like Ola. He's a nice bloke. He's personable. And another person's willing to share like a lot of knowledge and information as well. I just didn't expect a map like New Frontier from him. Unless I'm really missing something about it that I didn't get from wandering around. My map is well completed. I definitely don't want my map out there for Oxy's Calms. I don't need the hassle. Exactly, exactly. Do you want to be the person that's got the only like realistic world setting map out there? Do you want to be that? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be that person. Not while everyone's waiting for something and they're just going to constantly be comparing. The new No Man's Land. I don't even think it's that though, is it? Like it's. Like I was going to give it a go, and I downloaded it, I booted it up, and I don't know. For me, the way that the land is divided up, I thought was a bit strange. The way you start felt a bit strange, and I know you don't have to start with a new farmer setting, but then, like everything's so expensive if not. Oxy's chucked the spanner in the works and has banned everyone to use his stuff. Wow. To be fair, I can understand that. I think a lot of you should. I think a lot of you should. I mean, there will be those out there that won't care and will still take it and use it and release it, you know, third-party sites and not via the mod hub. We know who those people are, don't we, Lance? Hey? People out there stealing and taking other people's stuff. But yeah, I think if people were a little bit stricter sometimes, and I know it's nice, we're all about the sharing and the community stuff, but when people spend so much time on their Blender models and doing their texturing and doing all this extra stuff, and then someone else just goes plop 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 plop, put them down, look at my map, is it yours? Not if you've just built it with everyone else's stuff. That's the thing that gets me sometimes. That's why I never asked for his or anyone else's textures. I need to know myself yet. I've paid assets on my maps and mods, so I've kind of trademarked them. Well, this is it, and you know, and again, but there will be those people that take them, won't there? It's just really, really crappy that they do it. Like, you know, one of my favourite people to watch plays on someone's maps that steals Lance's stuff, and I've told him as much as I like him, I won't watch those series. I don't watch those series when he plays those maps, because I won't give those maps the attention, unfortunately, for him. I know, I'm only one viewer, it doesn't make no difference to them, but I just wanted him to know why he never sees me in the comments for them. Because I noticed before the release of 25 that said person had messaged you or commented on one of your posts asking for you two to join up so that you two could make the ultimate map. And I was like, you're only saying that because you steal his assets and then you release them on third-party sites. You've not got anything on the mod hub because you can't get it there. Like, just what a joker. I did ask, and he said I could for some, but I never have, apart from possibly some textures to put on models. I think in the past, and I might be wrong on this, I think he's often allowed like last game iteration textures to come people to use, hasn't he? So if he has something new for Calmston and Court Farms and what have you in 22, people couldn't have them. But if there was something off his maps in 19, maybe that they were. You're never going to stop it. You aren't, no. It's just really shitty. Especially when people then are like, oh, they make this X, Y, and Z makes the best maps. I just think, look at their buildings, look at this, and look at that. And I just think, well, they're not theirs. They're not theirs. They haven't made that. They've took someone else's and they've placed them in a way that you like it, but they've not made it. And then you'll get other people, content creators like myself, that like to go out and review maps, and then, well, have I finished? Have I harvested this whole thing without even noticing? Have I done that? And I bound the map and everything. What's that? Has that bit withered? Oh, it's weed. Oh. So I must have a strip there. What? Why am I confused? I'm on the wrong side of the field. I was like, no way have I finished. There was definitely more. It's night time and trying to read chat. I got lost on my field. Build a name and go from there. I respect any map and modder if they say or don't use the stuff. They spent time to do it and should have the respect given for the time they've taken to do it. Exactly. And everyone has to start somewhere. Everyone has to learn. So if you've got someone that's new, and new doesn't just mean first map. That could be the first few maps. Like, it takes a while to learn something. How many times do you have to get on a bike before you stop falling off and can actually ride a bike? You're not new just the first time you sat on, are you? You know, I've tried to build a map. I tried with 22 to try and build a map. I wasted way too much time on trying to do something that I probably knew was never going to get finished. But in trying to do that, I was able to learn a little bit more about the process of what the actual mappers do and the problems that came with it and how difficult it is. Or get permissions and give credit to them adequately. Yeah. And a lot of it, sometimes it comes from they want to build them into the map. They want to have it built into the map, this is there, rather than have it as like a required mod. But if you just go for the required mod route, you can get it on Mod Hub and you can do all the other stuff. And I sometimes think, well, if you don't, maybe this is just me being a knob, probably. But if you can't make your map to a standard that it can get accepted onto the Mod Hub, then I know maybe not everyone wants it there because they want to put it on their Patreon and they want to sell their maps, because which is, you know, against the terms and conditions of Farming Simulator Giants. You don't have a right to sell anything that you make for this game. But yeah, like, they want to go that route. But if your map isn't able to pass the testing to get onto the Mod Hub, then it probably isn't that good. Or you're doing something wrong that you need to fine tune, or whatever. You've obviously got something that's not right. And building those mods into it without permission will be one of them. I don't mind Lancey Boy. I don't mind helping people like MS Modern. He's got good at modelling. But yeah, he has come on leaps and bounds as well. That's the thing. If people ask, most people, if they've got the time, because it is time consuming, most people will help someone else, especially on something that they enjoy. If you ask a modder about modding and you do it respectfully and don't rush them, they will probably help you. I see no reason why not. Buildings is my next task for learning. Sheds I I can just about do. The rest, though, is new to me. Mate, I love a shed. If you make a shed, I'll have a look at it. Man loves the shed. You have to try. It's map fails from Giants that have actually made me better at map. Exactly. It's like putting it there. Right, this doesn't work. You've got to do this. You've got to do that. I mean, sometimes I think they could have a better way about themselves when they give feedback. But, yeah. I made a shed once, and I got my scales all wrong, and when I put it into the game, it crashed the whole thing. It was as big as a town. It was brilliant. It looked all right though. Giants have stated that you can't sell anything that's part of the GE, but has modders on ModHub that release stuff on there, and also who sells their work. Yeah, but they'll pick and choose. Like there'll be some that they'll allow and some that they don't. Like I'm not. I don't pay for mods on any game that I play with mods. That's not what I do. It's sort of, and I'm not a modder, so perhaps I should shut my mouth. But it's against the ethos of modding and what modding was supposed to be about with gaming. Changing it and sharing it, and everyone gets to have a little go and have a look and have a play about and stuff. Whether it be from silly mods going into God of War or mods going into Farm Sim and ETS, I guess it's not what it's about. Like even the things when, like yourself, like you say, you pay for. You don't even pay for software now. You have to pay for a subscription to software, so you don't even own the software that maybe you use to make the stuff. Like that software is owned by someone else, so you're using them. They're just allowing you a short-term subscription for 12 months, 8 months, 6 months, whatever. The game and the engine and the editor that you use, that's owned by someone else. It's just really hard to claim the ownership of things. Shedman, I am Shedman. Favoritism, 100%. I think the models you should as Blender files if people. I think models you should as Blender files if people want it. They take time and can be used anywhere. 3D modeling, but that's the thing. Like people make textures and sell textures. Like, you know, you have to pay for other people's textures. So there's sort of, like you said, there's that flip to it. If you make the model in Blender, you've made that. That's your model. So can you do what you want with it? It's only then once it becomes a GE thing and something for Farm Sim that then you can't. The only way you can say your work is as a Blender file up to the modder or texture it, which I mean, yeah. It's once something goes into GE that then it's something different. It's an asset for the game that you've made with their software. We're not following that line very well, are we? Come on, get on the line. Oh, yeah, it's not great. There we go. It's the last one as well. Good chat, boys, good chat. Love talking about all this stuff. And hopefully others that watch or watch back later enjoy seeing the modders talking about this stuff in real time. Not through some third-party voice on their own modding news YouTube channel telling you what's what. There's the modders over there telling you what's what. The political side of FS Farms, and there's politics to everything, mate. A lot of people had the idea that once it goes into the GE, the model ain't yours no more. It's open model to be used, but that wasn't right. No, no. But these people are people that simply can't fucking read, aren't they? Or too lazy to read. Don't make it an i3D file. Alright. So, that is... The harvest is completed. That took a lot longer than I anticipated. Man can't lie. I didn't think we were going to be harvesting peas for nearly 3 hours. Oh, we've got a high beam over there. I forgot about that. I'm not sure if that makes visibility really much better. Be right back. Got to hang the wash net. Man's got to do his chores. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. It's raining, lads. Boy. I mean, that might just be where you are, not where he is. Gotta go, guys. Catch you later. See you later, FS, mate. Appreciate you coming hang out with us, buddy. We look forward to seeing your map when it is ready. You have a good one, mate. I've got back in... Why is it always sticking me in the blue? Why is it doing that? Oh, no. Turn his lights off for him. There we go. Oh, is that my fog lights? Will I be able to see better if I just have my fog lights on? Hangers in the kitchen. Wouldn't that be hanging the washing in? He's being pedantic. He's being pedantic. Don't be a prick. He's hanging it out of the machine. I'm with him on that. Oh, I'm not sure if that's any better. I just, yeah, no. And then the fog's, and then the fog has gone. Now we can see. It doesn't teeter off. It's just a wall of fog. Right, anyone remember the way to the dock? Let's see if I can get there without bringing the map up. Nice fresh breeze. Indeed. Excuse me. Right, so I think we've got to go this way. We don't want to go with the file this time. And this is my first crop harvest, like, delivery to completion. So I gather from what I've read and seen online that we don't get as much surplus for ourselves anymore. Although I do have the better contracts mod installed, but I don't think that gives you more or less. I think it just allows you to take on more contracts of each type. Don't feed a newborn and chat and stream at the same time? No. They make a mess. I didn't want to go this way. This is the one way. All the signs pointing in the other direction. We got traffic coming in. Traffic coming in. Go away. Go away. Go away. Come on. Smart AI and all that. Come on. Get out of the way. It's just like real life. That road's shut. So how's all your pressure washer drivers? Hey there, Red. Hope you're well, buddy. This is no entry as well. This is one way. How do I get... I don't know how I'm supposed to get anywhere in town. It's all one way. I hope you're well, Red. I'm just getting lost here in HUTAN PANTAI. Trying to find the docks. I went the wrong way the first time. Ah, this one, we can go this way. And then we can go this way. And I don't know where we're going. I think I'm going left. He's back. Man is back. Right. Oh, don't mind me, mate. Ah, yeah, that's it. We went up the curb last time, didn't we? I remember. Right, so we'll just go in around this side. The fog is, yeah. The fog is something else. Down on the docks. Living that dock life. There we are, green beans. Get in there, son. That's the thing now, if you haven't found it out yet. Ice is proper though, isn't it? Like, is pea soup, as we say. So we got an extra 16 grand off the harvest, and we're going to get, or is that us getting paid for the job already? What? Completed, collect. No, so we got 6. Okay, so we're going to get 32, nearly 33 grand. Mission was collected. Okay. Nice, up to 113. Now I got to walk home from the docks now. You love it? You love the fog? It's just a bit much. I can't see anywhere. Give me torch out, as you do at night. Always walking around the docks. We've done security. We've dropped off our delivery. We now work security down the docks, making sure no one's out and about. Don't steal that for a roleplay idea. That might be mine. That might be my next series. FS Dock Worker Simulator 2025. Just walk around with our camera out and usher in vans as they come in. Check the paperwork. It's a good addition. Like, more weather is good, in the same way as more crops is good. It's just how things get implemented isn't always the best, is it? We're not really going to walk all the way back. I love it. What's that? What's what? Oh, what? What's that? What are you on about? Right. Visit. Inherited Grandpa's dog. Exactly. Grandpa left me his job. It's like when you work for the post office. It's easier to get a job at the post office if you've had a relative that already works in the post office. Is in the UK anyway. But yeah. Grandpa's dock worker. Right, so we're going to sleep through the night. Yeah, over 30 grand for that. Well worth the time. 30 grand a day. Man's mint. 112. Oh, I do wish the... Sometimes I just think, oh, that looked really nice. That's really nice, that is. And I was about to slag it off because it take like 2 seconds for the sun to catch up. Why isn't it cycling through while the night's going on? That's what I don't get. Right, we've not really spent any time on the farm today. We've been off farming someone else's fields. Let's just check our piggy pigs, because it is now November. And they've grown! Oh yeah! Piggies, look at them. Love it. Bumming a pig by the looks of it. But they are beautiful. Piggies. And they're probably going to want some feed soon. And they're going to have offspring in 3 months. What? That quick? They've only just aged up and they've already done it all. Oh, man, look at that. That is cool. Sorry, we've got to get sound effects as well today. That is awesome. I'm just going to grab a screenshot. Hopefully that don't affect you guys too much. Portable baking machines. I'll get that bunker fixed. You do that, my friend. You do it. I think it's only, I swear, mate, it's only just like the names. It's something to do with the names of the files. That's all it is. Send it to Lance. Ask him. He'll put you on the right track, I'm sure. Pigs in blankets for Christmas, indeed. But look at these. Oh, I'm quite astonished that we have a Mr. Farquhar pig farm that has pigs and has big pigs. Yeah, that's a big thing for me too. Things don't roll over while sleeping. They seem to have the time set later in the morning and again in the afternoon. Yeah, it just sort of takes a while to put everything. Oh, see, that looks good. That does look good. Right, you can't really grumble at that visually. I can grumble at that though because I caught that wrong. That looks lovely. Shame about the. There we go. We'll do that. For me, for later. Yeah, really nice. Very nice. What I need to do is probably wrap up pretty soon because the kids will be going mental for the missus. They've not used much straw, although they were only piglets. But they've not used a lot of straw. Feed hasn't gone down a great deal either. They had 16,000 litres of feed. So the piglets only ate like 2,500 litres in 3 months. I'm sure these bigger ones are gonna. So in 3 months' time, let's just bring the screen back up. It'll be February. I think March we'll then move the big pigs over into here, and then we'll have more pigs because we have the piglets, and they'll be 3 months old. That sounds saying something different now. Offspring, yeah, offspring in 3 months. Okay. Yeah, so then in 3 months' time, the new baby pigs will be here. Give it another month, put them out, and then the new pigs will be getting ready to do their thing to produce more pigs. And we'll just have a crazy amount of pigs on the go. I think next stream, I'm going to try and do a little bit more contracting off stream. So you might get another contracting video, we'll see. But yeah, I might sell the big shed and then this little storage shed. And we might place down some mod sheds because I struggle to get in and out of these doorways. We're going to have to put one of them big sheds down so I can get in and out. I wonder if they need $1.10 for the store data name. I'm not quite sure what it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it is that. I just think the names need to all match. I think it's searching for something that isn't there because it's a different title in the mod to the mod file title, the mod title, and the image title are all different. I think it's searching for something else. Loads of chilies now. Chilies are good. Let's jump up and see what our other productions are like now that we've had another month cycle through. So, alright. Oh, we might need to bring some water in soon. No, water's good. Water's not hardly going down either at all. But we've got some rice. And we should have at least one more pallet of mushrooms, possibly. Oh, yeah. So we got, what are these ones? What are these called? Oyster mushroom. And we've got enokis. Quality. Love it. And water-wise in there as well. It's used hardly any for 2 months. 2 months and it's not used 1,000 litres. So that's good. I like that. So we should have rice for planting rice in our rice fields. And we were going to put something in one of these. I can't remember what, like corn or something. Something for our pigs. We're just going to ignore Walt. We're not talking to Walter. Oh, no, I don't want to sell. I want to visit. Why would I sell my house? But that, my beautiful people, that's going to be it for today. The big green bean harvest took us up. But we had a good chat doing it. I like that. I like that it's a job that didn't really require too much of my focus with the GPS. This allowed us to have a nice chat with you guys whilst doing it. And that's what this is all about. That's the whole point in doing this, is to be able to have a chat with you guys while I play along and while you do your things on your day-to-day morning stuff. I'm going to go off, check on the missus and the kids, have myself some lunch, and then I'm going to go watch some Formula 1. So hopefully you did all enjoy it. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below, as always. Thanks for the great stream. No, I appreciate you coming by, dude. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate the support that you've shown recently as well. It's been absolutely amazing. It's been great chatting with you away from stuff as well. So, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome that the community's growing and people are turning up and getting involved and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I'm going to go off and do my thing now. And I might make some more little mod videos later on. So, you know, be prepared for 37 notifications tonight and tomorrow, as I spend 5 minutes looking at stuff that you don't need to see. Redneck Gamer, woohoo! I appreciate you coming by, Red. It's really nice to have you about, mate. Worries us when we don't hear from you for a while. So it's good that you're back on the scene and doing your thing. Enjoy the F1 and family time. See you, Mr. Fucker. See you, Fisher. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Everyone, go and check out each other's channels as well. And go check out Rod the Mod. He's got some great tutorials coming along for Farmer Simulator Giants Header. So, yeah, go check all that stuff out. Any more sheds? I think I've only got one more shed to look at, mate. I think I've only got one more shed. Sad times. Sad times. There might be one on the schedule already, though. But you never know. Anyway, I'm off. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Peace out.